Hey bestie, if you want to see how I applied this makeup look for the Lowski, then I need you to keep on watching. All right, y'all, let's go. All right, you guys, so first I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. primer. Oh my goodness, I love this stuff. If anyone has dry skin, this is perfect for you. So I'm just going to be applying it all over my face, like so. Then I am going to be tapping into the new NYX Marshmallow Primer. And y'all, this stuff smells so good. I like to mix these two just to get some extra boom chicka pop with the primers because that's key. Then I'm going to be taking my good old faithful LA Girl Pro Concealer. That is my girl in the shade Fawn. So I love to apply a concealer that's close to my skin tone first. Then I end up switching to the brighter shade for me, which is Pure Beige. Now this concealer right here will get you right. And baby, it's only like, what, $2-3? Oh. To blend it out, I spray the e.l.f. setting spray all over my face and over my beauty blender. You don't mind me, y'all, I was dancing. But now I'm just about to blend everything together. And side note, if I look crazy looking over to the other side, I'm also filming a TikTok at the same time I'm trying to film this YouTube video. So yeah, bear with me, babes. But I'm gonna blend for my life, blend for the gods, and get into the tea, okay? Next, I like to go in with my Pure Beige concealer again, and just to kind of brighten up my under eye and all the other areas I placed that concealer. Then I'm going to blend my life away again and make sure my beauty blender is damp with that setting spray so I can get that flawless beat down to the ground. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Fawn and apply that all over my eyelids. If you're applying eyeshadow, I would suggest going in with the Pure Beige shade so that your colors can pop down. Oh my goodness, now it's time for one size. I'm going to apply that areas I applied that concealer to set it in place. Y'all, baking is the key to taking your makeup to the next level. Y'all gotta get into the gag of baking. Make sure that you press it into the skin and don't be afraid to fill in all of the areas that you apply concealer. Next, I'm gonna be applying my lashes, and y'all, I got these from Five and Below. Then I'm going to be taking my brush from Real Techniques and dusting off all of that powder. Now I'm going to be taking this Maybelline powder with this big fluffy brush and carving out my contour. That's what I like to do before I actually put it down. Then I'm going to be taking my contour brush and dipping it in the Black Radiance contour palette and starting to apply that contour. I have 3 separate steps for my contour. So I like to do the Black Radiance, I like to dibble and dabble in more Maybelline, and then I like to go in with the NYX mattifying powder as the bronzer on top. So I'm going to be mixing that all together. And then I'm going to get this brush from Wet n Wild and I'm going to be making sure to press it into the skin. Now I'm moving on to blush. Oh my gosh. So I use 3 different products, which is the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, the Makeup Revolution blush palette, and I mix it in with the BH Cosmetics Back to Brazil palette, which is super old, by the way. I don't even know if they're even still, they still sell them, but that's what I use. If you don't feel like using all 3, you can just use the Makeup Revolution palette. But I add the orange shade first from the Juvia's Place palette. Then I go in with the brighter, pinker shades on top, like with the Makeup Revolution palette and the BH Cosmetics palette as well. I love to just mix and match. Now I'm going to be taking a sponge to contour my nose. This is kind of like my little hack I use just to get the lines as straight as possible. Then I'm going to go in with an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush to blend it out. This is the first brush I use. Then I go in with a slightly bigger e.l.f. brush. I've had these for years. I cannot remember the name of them. And then I blend out my nose contour. Take your time with this because you don't want it to look like your nose is broken. Like, oh no ma'am. So right now I'm low-key shooketh because I forgot to snatch my contour and my blush underneath. So that's what I'm going to do now, just to give it that extra snatch look and snatch effect. And I like to drag it upwards, like closer to my nose instead of downwards, so it can give me that snatched kind of cheekbone area. I don't know why so many people sleep on drugstore makeup, but baby, you can have the same results with the high end. All you have to do is know how to blend for your life. That's the key, babes. Once you know how to blend, you got it. Period. Now I'm going to be taking the eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics and applying that on my nose. I love giving myself that little button nose effect. It's so cute. Next, I'm going to be brushing off all of that excess setting powder. And as you can see, the snatch is in full effect. I personally like to do this step because to me, it makes a huge difference. Now I'm going to be taking that powder from Maybelline and applying it all over my face so everything looks seamless. Now I'm going to be applying the highlight. I love using Fenty Beauty's Trophy Wife. Now I'm going to be outlining my lips. I'm just going to be using the same brow pencil that I use for my brows. I'm going to be lining my lips with. And girl, I got that from $1. It's the Wet n Wild brow pencil. Yes, ma'am, honey. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm going to be taking that same concealer, Pure Beige, that I used, and I'm going to be applying it to my lips. I ended up running out of what I normally put on, but girl, it's okay. All you got to do is improvise. Now I'm throwing on some gloss. Then I like to set my face with the e.l.f. setting spray first. Then I'm going to be taking the new L'Oreal Infallible Setting Mist and applying that all over my face. Y'all, this stuff is the truth. Your makeup won't move. But girl, make sure you plug that nose before you get caught up. All right, y'all, here is the finished look. If you enjoyed this, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you go and grab some of these items, let me know the tea. Until next time, bye guys.